This is the On the Pony Express podcast, part of the On3 network. Check out all the SMU coverage you need at ontheponyexpress.com. Now, here's your host, Billy Embody.
1, 2, 3, let me go.
Subscriber for us at ontheponyexpress.com back when he was a senior in high school, maybe even a junior, and now he's a freshman Hunt Scholar. He reached out, he wanted to work here, and so we brought Dean on, and Dean's been crushing it all year. So if you're looking for anybody to thank for SMU's run, you know, SMU is unbeaten in ACC play with Dean Rowski on campus. So, Dean, but we've talked about this a lot on the post-game shows. This group just finds a way, and what's your feeling going into the game?
You know, I'm feeling confident. People have broken it down in so many different ways, and have their opinion, but at the end of the day, when you break down SMU's and Clemson's common opponents, the answer is clear. SMU seems to be the better football team. Clemson went on the road to Pitt, and Kate Klubnik saved that game for Clemson. 50-yard touchdown with a minute to go, and they snuck out of Pittsburgh with a win. SMU beat Pitt in one half. That game was over by halftime. They were up 48-11 at one point. They dominated. The other one is Louisville. SMU early on in the season, I would say when Louisville was maybe playing their best football, SMU went in there while Louisville was still ranked and got the win. And I think we know Louisville went into Death Valley and whooped Clemson 2 weeks ago. So it's hard to compare these teams, but on that note, SMU's looking like a better team.
Yeah, that's the hard part about trying to predict this game. You know, SMU coming in last I saw, a 2-point favorite, 2.5-point favorite. Clemson's been here before. That is an X factor. They've been around this type of an atmosphere. They've made this trip before. Which Clemson team's going to show up? The one that is dominant offensively. Garrett Riley, former SMU offensive coordinator, is running the show there for the Tigers. What's your read on the game? What's your prediction?
Well, you mentioned Garrett Riley. There is some familiarity there between his offense and SMU's defense. So they'll kind of know some schemes and what Garrett Riley might want to call up on certain big plays. But heading into this game, you said it, this team is just special. And I know Clemson's been in this game a lot, but a lot of the players on Clemson's roster have not. It's a coach that has, and he'll get his team ready, but a lot of these players might have less experience getting up for a big game like this because, of course, SMU went on the road, similar to what will happen tonight in a Clemson-heavy crowd, and beat a ranked Tulane team to win the conference championship last year.
All right, Dean Rowski, thanks for joining us. Going to bring up a special guest now. Well, you guys want to hear from a Hall of Fame SMU player? Russell Carter, come on up. All right, hold that up there nice and close. You are in the Hall of Fame for SMU for track and field and football.
Yes.
You were back in the heyday. You were wreaking havoc. What's your feeling like as a former player now, seeing this all come together and SMU back on the big stage?
It's about time. We've been good at the University of Texas A&M didn't want us to be here. But now we're here, and we're going to be here for a long time.
That preparation, like preparing for a big game like this, you've been through them. What are the guys feeling this morning?
This excitement, you know, you want to get out there and play, especially all the doubt and skill. You watch TV and they're always talking about you can't do this, you can't do that. I think the coach has it ready. I think they'll be ready to go.
All right, do you have a prediction for this game?
I think they actually kicked their ass.
Okay, 28 You think the weather is anything to do that, or just that defensive line?
I'm from ain't nobody thinking about the weather. It's out there trying to win.
You think it's been a long time for you?
Well, how many of your former teammates, what's the group chat like these days talking about this team?
Oh, yeah.
It's about time. You know, we can down, we look good, and people don't want us to be good. So it's about time that they let us shine together.
Thanks so much for jumping on with us. Appreciate it. Great to meet you guys. All right, we will keep the Hall of Fame list going here. Is Eric Dickerson here? Is Eric Dickerson here? He is around. Might take him a second to make his way up here. But look, guys, we appreciate you guys being here again on theponyexpress.com. Lance McElhaney is here. Got him in the house. Appreciate it. I see Garrett Gilbert back there, a former 5-star recruit, hanging out, chatting on the phone. But look, guys, this is an incredible showing from you guys. I just want to tell you guys how appreciative we are. There's a lot of people that made today happen from the team perspective as well. This has been a building process, and I do want to shout out somebody who's on his way in today. But Charlie Wilson of Pony Sports DTX, the NIL Collective, when some guy left for Fort Worth, he was a big piece of building this team, keeping them together, helping out Rhett Lashley, and then the Boulevard Collective coming along too. So those guys deserve a lot of props. The transfer portal is heating up on Monday. It does open. It's that wild time of year. So check us out at ontheponyexpress.com to keep track of that. Garrett Gilbert, you want to make your way up here as well while we wait on Eric? SMU kicks off tonight at 7 o'clock. I encourage you guys to get, or 8 o'clock Eastern, 7 o'clock Central. I encourage you guys to get into the stadium early. Enjoy this one. These games, you never know when you're going to play in another one. And some guy with championship experience joins us now. Thanks for being here. Aaron, how are you feeling about this team? You run the QB Chronicles podcast with the 1911 group. Been tracking this team all year. What are your thoughts on the game?
Well, first of all, I'm number one, I'm extremely excited about the contingent of fans we brought here from Dallas. I think this is extremely
I need one more.
It says a lot about the program. Number two, I think, to your question, it's been really cool to watch it develop each and every week. We've had things started a little slowly early on in the year, and then when Kevin took the reins and ACC play open, he has just caught fire. And every week it seems like the offense has caught more and more fire, and it's been playing really well. And like you just said, that's the wireless mic.
When you're in a groove as a quarterback, you had some big games. Some people, when there were dozens of fans there at SMU,
on the high side.
There are some people that watch you go off. When you're in a groove like Kevin Jennings is right now these days, what's that confidence level like going into it?
Well, I think the thing that's been so great about Kevin is he certainly is playing with that confidence, but what he hasn't let it do is get the best of him. He's made the right play, and so often you see guys try to push the envelope and make a great play. And what I've been so impressed with Kevin is, he's continued to just make the right, smart play after play, week after week. And then when those opportunities show up, there's a free rusher, or there comes time to extend the play. The one a couple weeks ago up in Virginia that comes to mind, where he scrambled out left and then back to the right and throws a completion for a first down. He's found a way to make great plays when called upon.
What's your prediction for today? How do you think this game plays out?
Well, I heard Haynes, give a little credit to Clemson's offense. I think Clemson will make some plays for me. But I see the Ponies staying hard on offense and running away late 38-20.
What did you say about Cade, another Austin?
Yeah, although a little bit of a sore subject is Westlake just knocked Lake Travis out of the playoffs last night. But I've liked watching Cade. I think he's a great kid. I got to know him a little bit at the Manning camp this summer, and most weeks I'm a fan of his. And I think he's got all the tools. He's got to find a way to continue to improve if he wants to play on Sundays. But I'm a fan of his most weeks.
Garrett, thanks for joining us. Garrett Gilbert, a former 5-star recruit, SMU starter. I don't have Kyle here to run down all the list of accolades, so
thanks, Billy. I appreciate it.
Thanks, Garrett Gilbert, for jumping on with us for just a couple minutes. Bring up another 5-star. They had 5 stars back in the day. This will be one of them. Eric Dickerson. All right, you played in some big games. What does a championship mindset on game day feel like?
It's hard to say it's been so long, but in a big game like this here, you just look at your football team, you kind of evaluate their football team, and you try to think about we don't want to make mistakes. That's the biggest thing is mistakes, turnovers, big penalties for a long time. That's how you win football. If you have a good team, if you don't turn the football over or make a lot of mistakes, you have a better chance to win. That's what you taught as a player, and coaches got to do it.
I hope SMU keeps rolling so that they do face Texas, and we'll have you on for an hour and a half on that one. But they do face Clemson, another storied program. Have you got a chance to see much of them, and just kind of when you're trying to slay a dragon? What does that mentality feel like?
Well, I saw some of the Clemson, some of their defense the other day. I was having to go by Red's office and they were watching the film, and I was asking about their defense. And he said they're very good guys in front. They play good defense in front. He said the secondary is not as good as Cal's secondary. I thought Cal had a good defense, had a good secondary. He said, we can exploit it in certain places because one thing SMU has now, they have speed. And I'm going to tell you, if you don't know anything about sports, speed kills. There's no substitute for speed. Really not. But I was lucky enough to be fast, all the time speed kills. You got the big guys up front, the run stoppers, you got the pass rushers. And I really believe one thing is, I think people are really underestimating. I think because they haven't seen us play, or, they think about SMU, the old SMU. They don't know. I said to a guy the other day, I said, if you would take the players at SMU and let's say put them in an Alabama uniform, they'd be like, oh yeah, they're going to win, they're going to win. Then you strip it out, put SMU there, who's that? They're cool.
How do you think this game plays out? What's your prediction?
Well, I predicted the other day 27-14. I mean, I think we should win this game. There's no guarantee. You have to go out and play the game. With no win, I said if they don't turn the ball over one time, I think it could be a blowout. But we can win this game very handily because they have a lot of talent on this football team. That's one thing I look at is talent on the football team. I think some people they really get names, but you look at the talent. Like when I came here a year ago and I watched the practice, like they got some talent. And then this year, they got even more talent.
You guys went and took down that Texas team back in your day. Is this kind of similar in terms of announcing the program? I know SMU is obviously in the top 10, but like you said, people still kind of waiting for a moment to slip up. People waiting for an extra data point, so to speak.
This morning, I got up early and I was watching some of the news. I forgot what the show was. They were talking about all the teams and this. But what if SMU loses? I'm like, well, what about if we win? Would they get in? It's frustrating because, when you play on a football team, you play for a football team, you want them to play so well and do so well, for the city, for the university. I mean, I can say this much. I mean, we look at all the guys that came into this game, all the fans that came into this game.
You're good.
Y'all make it. I mean, we love your school. I love my school. I mean, we went through some really hard times, real hard times, but, winning feels a lot of things. If we win this football game, oh, man, because they look at Clemson and like, oh, that's Clemson. And Clemson has 3 losses. The team that will be Miami. But we're not the best team, so I'll take that.
Yeah, SMU gets the win. I hope you have New Year's Eve plans in Atlanta. You'll be doing something over there.
I will be in Atlanta if they win the football game.
Eric Dickerson, everybody. Hey, Lance. You don't want to? Okay. All right. Is it time, Bill? All right, everybody. There's a guy here. Bill and Liz Armstrong have done so much for SMU. They've done so much for this podcast and our website, ontheponyexpress.com. Welcome to the show, and dude,
My podcast partner right here. All right, come on. SMU. 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 Can you believe that we're here I mean, seriously, this is a dream. This is a dream come true.
We were recording. Yeah, you're welcome. We were recording this week. We were hanging out in front of one of the fountains. You know, Turner's fountain, and we were kind of in that surreal feeling. Yeah. But now that it's game day, what are your emotions like?
My emotions are, let's kick some Tiger ass. I'm happy to be here, but I'm not satisfied to be here. I want to be playing 3 more games after today. So I am just like, I'm so excited. Can you believe this turnout?
Yeah, I mean,
unbelievable turnout.
Thank you guys.
Hey, Lance, come up here. Last night we had dinner with Lance and Craig James. The stories they told, and Brian Murphy from his back there. All right, so tell me, what is the key today for SMU?
Well, the key is that obviously our fans will show up. Our team is going to show up. It's 5 hours, so we can't peak too early. But it's going to be a great night tonight. Great night.
I know it. You know big games. By the way, I don't call him Lance. I call him Mr. 34-5-1. Well, 34 wins, 5 losses, and 1 tie. That's
what we do at SMU. We like winning football games.
That's the combination to his safe. That is like all of his important numbers in his life. 34-5-1. I mean, does anybody have a better record?
Oh yeah.
Not me.
There's some people playing 8 years now. So.
All right, that's fair. That's fair. All right, I am thinking you want just a win.
Yeah, I don't really make predictions. I know our offense is loaded, our defense has played all year, and we've got a great crowd support, and I think it's going to be a fun night. Just like last night.
Just like last night. It was very, very fun. All right, brother, I'm so glad to see you. So glad you're here today.
Thanks for coming out.
So much.
All right, so
Not the first time.
yeah, we've talked a lot about this team all year. We've talked a lot about the opponents. You have a lot of respect for Dabo. We're kind of bookending with guys that have that level of respect. What are your thoughts on this Clemson team for what you've been able to see and hear?
All right, well, first of all, the only thing that I'm nervous about today is that our team is intimidated by Dabo Sweeney and Clemson on their jersey. I mean, that's what I'm most nervous about. If you think see their Clemson on their jersey, we win going away. I mean, we win big. But Dabo will have them ready, but Rhett will have our team ready. So I feel really good. By the way, get ready for Rashard Smith to go off today. They do not have a great run defense, and everybody talks about KJ and how he's going to do this and that. But I think Jared McFall comes off the end as our freshman and lights it up. I think Rashard goes for 150. I think he's going to shock everybody. Shock everybody.
All right, what's your final prediction? I mean, I know we talked about it on the pod this week. What do you think?
Well, I said 10 points, SMU win. I'm going to go more aggressive. We win by 17.
Okay. All right, everyone, this has been a blast. Here's the no turnovers, it sounds like. And SMU rolling. So everybody, thanks for joining the special edition. We appreciate you guys being here with us. Bill, thank you guys for all you do. EpicWines.com. You guys can get some of their wine behind the bar. SMU! Thank you guys. Have a great time. And SMU-UVA 215, first ever ACC basketball game. Check us out on theponyexpress.com. Thanks for being here, everyone, and have a blast. Thank you.
Thanks for listening to the On the Pony Express podcast with Billy Embody. Follow us on your socials on X at SMU-On3 and on Instagram at On3SMU. And keep it locked to OnThePonyExpress.com for more coverage.